Spontaneanation will be streaming live from the Los Angeles Podcast Festival on Saturday, September 18th. See the show the way we do it in the studio from the comfort of your very own internet device. You'll see me, Eban, Craig Kakowski, Matt Gourley, Janet Varney, and a special guest doing the show live for the world. Purchase full access to this year's live video stream to see Spontaneanation and tons of other great shows. The $25 live stream ticket buys you all 3 days of live video streams of all podcasts. Plus, you'll have an additional month of access to the archives to catch anything you might have missed. Go to lapodfest.com, click on live stream, and use the coupon code PFT for a $5 discount. Welcome. Welcome. You are welcome to this place. Is that really the origin of that word? I feel like we could have done better. Well, you are welcome to this place. Good job. You made it here. You come well to here. What? And we all just went along with it? So many words need punching up, guys. A lot of first draft words out there. You know what's a great word? Chimney. It comes from nothing. It's a fun word that means a very specific thing. I defy you to trace it back to anything. But I'm a very defiant person. I'm a bit of a defiant one. Am I handcuffed to a person of a different race? And I'm on the run? No. That's the defiant ones. Also, ones to talk about more than one person? That's the height of laziness. Yeah, there's one guy. There's a couple of them. So it's, these are some defiant ones. A defiant pair, I think, is what that movie should have been called. Not even The Defiant Pair. Because I think The Defiant Ones, which is some moldy old black and white movie with Sidney Poitier and Tony Curtis, I bet they imagined that as a franchise. And then probably it was going to be like the Defiant Twos, the Defiant Threes, that kind of thing. Well, another interracial couple of guys got handcuffed. Then in the sequel, it's like the sequel, the Defiant Twos, it's 3 guys handcuffed. Twos makes it very confusing. People don't go see it. It's hushed up and erased from Hollywood history. That's right. It really happened. But the powers that be in Hollywood covered it up with a blanket or a tarp. They literally covered it up. They're like, hey, here's what we do. Get all those film cans, stick them in a corner, throw a blanket over there. Better yet, a tarp, because someone might want the blanket if it's cold at the Hollywood vault, which you know it is. They have to keep their precious film cool. Go to their precious film school where they learn how to cool films. Film is, guys, film is just light and shadows. Why does it need to be kept so cool? Of course, we don't have to worry about that anymore because everything is digital. Even you are. Yeah. Did you not know? You're not a real person. You're a bunch of ones and zeros that I created to listen to this podcast. So I'd always have an audience. What a waste of mad science. I didn't even create a mate for myself. Well, first of all, my wife would kill me. If I created a digital bride, my wife at the very least would want to have a conversation about that one, let me tell you. She's great. She's not... Look, I know I make her out to be some kind of ball buster. But she's a sweet lady. My wife. I think I'll keep her. That was on a commercial long, long ago, ladies and gentlemen. It was a commercial for, like, I swear to God, vitamins or something like that. And in the commercial, this dude is talking about how his wife makes him take vitamins. What? See, back then, like your wife was like, she became your new mom. That's how things worked. So your wife would be like, take your vitamins. Wear a raincoat. You have to go to bed. And that was just the arrangement. That now everyone's equal. And that's why the world is going to hell. Guys, I don't have time to get into this. But things were better when wives were moms and men kept their wives. They declared it to the world. I think I'll keep her. What are we doing? Guys, this is Spontaneanation. I am Paul F. Tompkins. Playing the piano over there is Eban Schletter. And I have a special guest in the studio that I'm going to have a chat with. And then me and some improviser pals, we're going to have a good old time playing pretend. Because we're just overgrown kids. We're all wearing bib overalls and sideways baseball caps. Some of us have slingshots. Some of us have frogs. Ooh. I still have frogs. And the antibiotics have not cleared it up. Ha ha! That's classic comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, shut up for a second because it's time to introduce our special guest. This gentleman. He's a good buddy of mine. He is a correspondent on the national treasure of Canada. That is, This Hour Has 22 Minutes. A very long-running show. Mm-hmm. How long would you say?
22 years.
No, really?
Yeah.
For 1 year for every minute?
We did a big special on it.
Wow. I'm very sorry. I forgot to check my local listings.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's all over the trades.
The Canadian trades?
Yeah. It's a very small trade.
How do you pronounce variety there?
Variety.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Mr. Bob Kerr.
Hi.
Bob.
Oh, it's been so long.
It's been so long.
Since we podcasted together.
That's very true. We've done it a few times.
We did.
Your dormant podcast?
Yeah.
Is that safe to say?
We'll say it's dormant, sure.
Tell the folks about that.
It was called Hold Your Applause. And
great name.
Basically what we did is we would have a subject and then we would just freeform about that subject for an hour.
You and Adam Christie?
Yep.
Everyone's punching bag.
Christie.
And Mark Forward.
Mark Forward. Yeah. And,
still up on iTunes, right?
Maybe. I haven't checked in a while. But I remember when we had you on, that we did a show at the Rivoli in Toronto.
That's right.
And then afterwards we went to your hotel room. It was me and Adam and you. And it disintegrated into like a very sleep-deprived...
Yeah.
It was great.
We got pizza.
We got pizza.
And we did a podcast. It was like a slumber party.
Yeah, we were all very tired.
That's right. Please seek it out, folks.
It's fun.
It's a really funny podcast. I really enjoyed it, and I miss it.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
That episode was so much fun to do. I feel like, did I do it twice with you guys? Did that happen?
I think maybe we did a different podcast together.
Oh, perhaps that's true.
Yeah, so I think it feels like twice on...
The other guys maybe don't know about that. I probably shouldn't have brought it up.
Right.
Okay. Bob, I have a question for you. This is
great.
submitted.
I'm scared.
By our previous guest. Why? Now, first I have a question of my own.
Oh, okay.
Why does everyone get scared?
I feel like, because I love the podcast, first of all.
Thank you.
So I almost said it in honor of everybody that says they're scared. But at the same time, it's been nerve-wracking because I don't know what's coming. And if it's a question that requires memory, I'm in trouble.
You mean like a school test? Like I'd ask you on what date did this happen? Or
Yeah.
It's not anything like that.
Great.
I always assumed that people were afraid that it would be a question that was very personal and that they'd have to reveal something they didn't want to reveal, as if they're on a stand here, then they're under oath, which they are not. People are fond of pointing out that I am fond of saying you're not on trial here, but this time it applies. Bob, here's my question. If you were forced to make a career change and your success was guaranteed, what would you do?
Oh, man. That's good. I think Now I don't need to know anything about this. Like I just immediately know about it. Or
You know that you make this career change and it's going to be successful. So it's you stop whatever you're doing now and you do this other thing, knowing that you're jumping into it and it's all going to work out great.
I would probably be in a band.
In a
guitarist.
band? A guitarist?
I would be a guitarist or a bassist. I mean, I can change it up. So.
Well, I would say sky's the limit.
I would love to. Well, listen, yeah, if I could be like the Paul McCartney of musicians, because he plays everything.
Well, I think he's the Paul McCartney of musicians.
But if I could be.
Wait, did you hear something recently? Is this a scoop?
Yeah, I've just been in LA for a while and I just hear everything now.
We're delivering this scoop weeks later after it happens.
Yeah.
Really?
I think I would love to be a recording artist. I think that'd be great.
Do you play an instrument currently?
I play a guitar and a bass.
How often do you play?
Well, I've never played in front of anybody.
Really? Only in the privacy of your own room?
That's right. Yeah. And so it's just a therapeutic thing to do, I guess. But I've never really jammed with anybody. It's just always been
really.
Not really. I mean, I have with one or two people, but it's never been. I've never been like, hey, let's rent out a room, with the instruments already in it. Like those exist, right?
Well, yeah. Rooms with the instruments already there.
They already have the instruments there.
I don't know about that. It's possible, I suppose.
I guess.
But you've gone over to people's homes and maybe in their garage or their basement or wherever they have their sort of home setup.
Yeah.
You've thrashed out.
Yeah. I would go through the scales.
Do you?
I would practice first. I have to warm up before I show off.
Sure. And do you have an acoustic guitar or an electric guitar?
I have both. And a bass.
Acoustic bass?
No.
Those are weird.
Yeah, they are weird.
Yeah.
They're kind of pointless, right?
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah. We don't need to hear bass around the campfire.
Yeah. Go join a mariachi band.
Yeah.
When did you start playing guitar?
I played guitar, I think when I was 12 or 13. Mm-hmm. And my dad had a guitar, and he played it. He bought it when I was about 5, played it around for a little bit, and then it just rotted in his closet.
Rotted in his closet?
It's not a very good guitar, actually.
Did it actually fall apart?
Yeah. There's chips and like pieces of the fret that have fallen off, and the strings were really high off the fret, which is, for guitar players out there.
That's not good.
Not
because you have
great.
to press down harder.
You have to press down harder. Mm-hmm. My fingers did bleed when I first started playing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you still have that guitar?
It's hanging up at my parents' place.
Wow.
That's right.
Did your mom like him playing the guitar?
My mom, maybe. I know she didn't like me playing guitar.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She didn't like you playing guitar?
No, because when I got an electric guitar, my mom, when she was coming home from work, when she was walking down the street, she could hear me a block away because I was playing like Machine Head from Bush, not the band, the song Machine
Sure.
Head.
And
it's a great song.
And she thinks about the neighbors and what a terrible racket it must be.
Yeah, exactly, which I was not doing.
No, man, you had to rock and roll.
Yeah.
So who were your idols? Who were like your musical idols when you were first starting to play guitar?
Oh man, Kurt Cobain.
Sure.
Love Kurt Cobain.
He's been brought up on the show before by Mr. Jason Ritter.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is true. I've heard that episode.
And you're wearing a flannel shirt today.
Yeah, I am.
You're a little grungy.
Yeah, I should have got distressed jeans on to really fit that.
Just came in full 90s regalia.
Yeah. I also really love Les Claypool from Primus and Nick Cave, who's not a guitarist. But
he's not a guitarist, but he's guitarist friendly. He's an ally.
Yeah.
Les Claypool, did he play bass in Primus?
He did play bass. He's a frontman and he's a bass player.
They have like a famous sort of bassy thing, right?
He does a lot of slappy stuff. It's almost like cartoony music. I'm actually seeing them 2 days in a row in July in Toronto.
Really?
I can't get enough. I'm seeing Rush actually on Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, I'm all
hometown.
I'm
heroes.
all about bass frontmen.
Oh, if only that Police reunion
Except
was happening.
for Sting.
Oh, that's where you draw the line.
Yeah, don't.
But you love his solo stuff.
No, can't get enough.
You like dreaming about those Blue Turtles. Who have there been songs that you've given up on, that you've tried to learn, and then it just became, this is too hard, It's frustrating.
yeah.
Because learning an instrument is frustrating. It can be frustrating.
Absolutely.
And my hat is off to anyone who sticks it out and actually is able to play a song. Right. I think that's a miracle.
Well, it is. I'm just gonna. It feels like it. I tried to learn All Along the Watchtower.
Sure.
The Jimi Hendrix, not the Bob Dylan one is kind of easier to play, but the Jimi Hendrix, he's like all over the place, and I learned to play because of my dad, because you know, he likes music, and I wanted to impress him somehow, and he wanted me to learn All Along the Watchtower, I think, because he'd play and be like, "This is great," and then I really tried. I really tried, and then I was just like, I am nowhere near this level. So I got really frustrated. Nirvana was much easier to do.
Right.
It's all just power chords.
Have you ever revisited All Along the Watchtower, the Hendrix version?
No.
What about the Bob Dylan version? Have you played that?
No. No, and
it's Hendrix or nothing.
It's Hendrix, yeah. Hendrix or bust.
And would you say you play the guitar and the bass equally? Are you equally proficient?
Yeah, I feel like now I'm playing the bass more. Even it's a weird thing to say you play bass just without any accompaniment, but because I listen to Primus and stuff, there's a lot of different things you can do with the bass. Like he treats it as a very percussive instrument, and I like that. So that's basically what I mess around with. Is a lot of slapping and I'm not. Listen, I'm not cool like he is.
Bob, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. And the uninitiated listener. Bob's very cool, you guys.
Oh, come on.
He's wearing a cool baseball cap.
That's right.
He plays the guitar.
I play the guitar. I'm wearing plaid, I guess.
Bob Kerr, I think, is a cooler name than Les Claypool.
Really? It's monosyllabic, both in first and last. Bob Kerr. I mean, it does sound like just one word.
Yeah, that's I think is cool in itself.
Oh, well, thank you.
Bob Kerr. It sounds like an animal.
It sounds like babka.
It does sound like babka.
Which is a food, right?
It's a sort of food.
Okay.
I think it's a baked good.
Oh.
Here, I'm going by my knowledge of Seinfeld. That's what I'm going
Oh, right.
That one episode of Seinfeld.
But yeah, I'll take animal. Babka, yeah. Sounds nice.
And Les Claypool, I think, sounds like a very old-fashioned name.
Yeah. And he's kind of an old-fashioned guy. I think he's slowly growing into Tom Waits.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Has he been singing through any bullhorns?
Yeah, he has a.
Oh, dear.
He has a voice. He has one microphone that makes it sound like he's singing through an old radio.
Well, that's kind of fun.
It is fun. And their last album, if I can give them a plug, is they did the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
The score to that?
They did the music to it, yeah. They did the songs their own way.
The Tim Burton one?
No.
The original?
Yeah,
okay,
the original.
Okay, Bob. Wow. Bob got very intense. Oh, no.
Sorry, it was, yeah.
So with vocals and everything?
Yeah, with vocals. So, the Candyman song, the Oompa Loompa, all of them.
The Come With Me and We'll See. They did that as well.
Yeah.
With a percussive bass line.
Yeah. Pure Imagination. That's actually, they let off with that single. I'm not kidding.
Are you a fan of that movie?
Yes.
Do you still like it to this day? Like you liked it when you were a kid, you still like it the same way now?
I think so. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it in a while, but I think it would still maintain that level of, I love things that make me feel nostalgic anyways. Sense memory, and even when I smell things, I'm like, it takes me back. Like I remember having a musty basement, so whenever I smell musty things, it takes me back to the time when I would venture into the basement for some reason.
You're being very cagey about these basement trips.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened in that basement. Have there been things that you remember loving as a kid, and then you revisit them as an adult, and you're astonished at how awful it is?
Yeah, Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds is not good.
Thunderbirds was what they called super marionation.
Yeah,
right. Where it was puppets. It was puppets on strings, and Thunderbirds was like about a super team of and it's people who have ever seen Team America: World Police. It's
That's what it was inspired by.
That's what they're making fun of.
Yeah,
and it would be these puppets with enormous heads, and they were battling evil.
Yeah.
And they had some sort of rocket ship or something that they would fly around in?
Yeah, I think it was like the old Spider-Man cartoons where they just film a rocket shooting once and then they use it every episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There was something about that old Spider-Man cartoon that, when was that? From the 70s?
67.
67?
Yeah.
There's something that's very bleak about that cartoon.
Yeah.
Even when I was a kid, it bummed me out.
Sure.
It's something about the style of it. It's a real drag. And
it's kind of depressing.
Yeah, it's like weird. It's
the
like
background is really
and,
weird and
yeah.
kind of like a dreary psychedelica type. And again, that was the same thing. They would just have a limited number of cells, animation cells, and they would just loop it over and over again.
Yeah, and Spider-Man just flying from building to building.
And he also did like crazy things with the web that is ridiculous now. Like they don't do it now. Like,
there was one where he made a 401k.
Yeah, right.
He went into his bank. You can't make it do that with webs.
Yeah, that was their most dramatic episode. To be fair, it was a thriller.
It taught us all about how to manage our money, which was great.
You had a web wallet. It was nice.
Oh, let me just see what I have here. Can you break a web 100? With real money, though. What was I'm sorry, did you tell me what was the thing that you liked as a kid? Oh, Thunderbirds. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Bob, you've answered that question. I'm sorry to make you repeat yourself, even though you didn't. You made me do it.
I'm sorry.
No, you owe me an apology. That's right.
I feel like once we both apologize to each other at some point.
Bob, what brings you to town?
Just visiting friends.
Very nice.
And I was terrified of LA, so I wanted to come here and not be terrified of it.
Is this your first time in Los Angeles?
This is actually my third time, but the other two times I went doing with groups. So we would have and we were doing shows.
I remember we had dinner.
That's right.
With a big group. Yeah.
And so I've never come by myself, and I was always scared of coming by myself, and terrified of driving in LA.
Oh, it's just annoying is all.
That's what I've learned.
That's really all
I was like, this is nothing. This is just frustrating.
But are you scared of being frustrated?
Never. I accept it. It's just part of life.
You accept everything.
I do.
Bob, thank you for accepting my invitation.
Well, thanks for inviting me
to come on to the show. You are Mr. Bob Kerr on Twitter?
MR Bob Kerr, yep.
And what would you like to tell the people? Where else can people find you online? What else can they see of yours?
Well, I think I started. I'm going to start my own website. It'll just be mrbob.kerr. MrBobKerr.com.
Just keep typing in dots.
Sure.
And Mr. Bob Kerr.
And I am a part of a comedy collective called Laugh Sabbath, and we perform at the Comedy Bar in Toronto every Thursday at 9:30. $5, I believe. I hope it's $5 now.
The Laugh Sabbath is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I've participated in it, not at Comedy Bar, but at the Rivoli.
Yeah.
And I love Toronto. It's always such a joy to go up there. The crowds are fantastic.
Absolutely.
And Bob, if people don't know, Bob and I know each other because he was the guy responsible for the Facebook group thing that I was doing for a while to book shows. That's how Bob and I met. And Bob, I owe you a great deal because that was a very important and wonderful thing in my life and changed things for the better for me in a lot of ways.
Honestly, it means a lot to just be a part of that.
Well, you are not just the part of it. You are the heart and soul of it.
Oh my God, thank you.
All right, Bob, shut up. We are going to take a break. When we return, we will have secured a location for our improv from Mr. Bob Kerr, and we will meet our improvisers, all of whom I adore. Please still come back despite that. That just happened. More when Spontaneanation returns.
Hi, this is Cher, famous singer, resident of Malibu, and wearer of underwear. That's right, I wear underwear just like you, stars. They're just like you are. You spend 90% of your life in your underwear. Why not spend that time in great-fitting underwear that is 2 times softer than cotton? MeUndies is the most comfortable underwear you will ever wear, and that's me talking, Cher. MeUndies fit perfectly, they don't ride up on you, and they're literally pullable moisture away from your skin so you stay cool. And MeUndies is environmentally friendly. And let me tell you something, Cher cares about the environment. I never use a plastic cup. The materials MeUndies use are sustainably sourced from the Austrian Alps, and they are completely natural, just like my natural singing voice. I'm Cher. They also use a CO2 neutral process with low carbon footprint. They save water and energy due to their spun-dyed fiber process. And MeUndies just launched their All of Me women's collection. Ooh, now I'm interested because I'm a woman. A 4-piece line of underwear designed specifically for the female body, which I have. I'm a lady named Cher. Check out the photos yourself at MeUndies.com. Maybe you'll see a picture of me. You doubt it? Well, you better go there and check and see. Then prove me wrong. And if you have a complaint, send it to Cher Malibu. Don't send it to Cher. Send it to Cher Malibu, USA. It'll reach me. Quality like this would typically retail for 2 times the MeUndies price. No retail middleman means more savings for you. Go to MeUndies.com/PFT and get 20% off your first order and free shipping. Save even more when you buy a pack of them. Oops, just got a notification my underwear has arrived. MeUndies guarantees you're going to be happy with them or your first pair is free. But to get that 20% off, you have to go to MeUndies.com/PFT. Take it from me, a lady who's a famous singer who sounds like a combination of Jack McBrayer and Al Gore. That's MeUndies, MEUndies.com/PFT. If I could turn back time.
Hey, everybody, it's Paul, and this episode of Spontaneanation is brought to you by Lisa. Lisa is a mattress company, and I have a mattress from Lisa. And guess what? Right now, I'm in Europe as I'm recording this ad, and I've been spending my time on some of the most uncomfortable mattresses I've ever encountered. I don't know if it's I've unwittingly entered a scavenger hunt where the thing you have to scavenge is uncomfortable mattress experiences. And I also don't know how I would unconsciously enter that and who would keep track of it unless I hypnotized myself. I'm getting off track. Lisa has done away with the awkward mattress showroom experience, that experience where you go and you have to lie down on a mattress in public and everyone looks at you. And now they know a thing about you that they were never meant to know. And you have lost status, at the very least in your own heart, which is the worst because you have to love yourself and believe in yourself. And Lisa wants you to do that because they've created a luxury mattress that is ordered completely online, ships for free to your doorstep, compressed in a box the size of a mini fridge. Now, the box itself is the size of a mini fridge. Mini fridge boxes, the boxes that mini fridges come in, they're bigger. That's right. So if you're thinking that's still too big, no. It's the size of the thing inside the mini fridge box, the mini fridge itself. I think I've made my point. The 10-inch mattress comes in all sizes and is crafted with 3 unique foam layers for cooling, supportive comfort. I would have taken just cooling comfort. I would have taken just supportive comfort. The fact that these guys have mashed these up together, they didn't have to do that. I'm easily pleased when someone makes even the tiniest bit of effort. Lisa is going up and above and beyond. And they've slipped the surly bonds of earth and touched the face of God. Lisa gives you 100 nights to try your mattress risk-free. How many? You know what? One of the greatest risks in life is opening an old gym bag and there's a black widow spider in there. Number 2, mattress buying. Lisa is also like the Tom shoes for mattresses. Oh, do they make shoes that look like little mattresses? No, but boy, I wish they would think about doing that. Or if Tom's would be the Lisa of shoes and make little mattress shoes. Here's how they're like that. Because for every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate 1 to a shelter. That's what decent people do. Go to Lisa.com. That is LEESA.com/PFT. You enter my promo code PFT at checkout. You get $75 off. Listen, you're going to need a mattress sooner or later. You might as well get one now. Get a good one that's comfortable and could not be easier to buy. I have a Lisa mattress. so I'm not lying. How dare you think that I was? I'll see you back in America. Ad, give yourself a promotion because you've outdone yourself this time. Hello again. Guys, we're still here. Get used to it. It's time now to meet our improviser friends, the great pretenders that I love so much. Sitting right goddamn next to me, as he often is in life. Right, that's fair to say.
Yeah.
I think there's many occasions where we find each other sitting next to each other.
I'm your gal Friday.
Come early by a few days.
And will travel.
Please welcome what could only be Matt Gourley.
Hi, Paul.
Matt, hi to you.
Hi.
We are colleagues in Super Ego.
Yes.
We are friends in real life.
Yes.
The end.
Colleagues in crime coming up.
That's right. We're
I
going
gotta
to rob
talk
someone.
to you later. Yeah.
We're going to target a rich person and rob them
Yeah.
of their money.
Yeah.
Should we steal material goods as well?
I would like to.
Paintings?
Paintings, electronics, and jewelry.
Oh, man. What?
Jewelry.
Oh, you shortened it.
Yeah.
You're like, that's why they call you the hip criminal.
That's right. And the great shortener.
And the short greatener.
That is a story for right now. It goes like this.
Matt, we just saw each other over the weekend.
Yes.
As of this recording, we just came back from Max Fun Con.
That's right. We went up the mountain and down the mountain together.
Yeah. We didn't bring any tablets back with commandments from God.
No, not a one.
We also didn't die on top of a mountain, which
No.
is good for us.
Not a one of us did.
Are you sure?
Yep. Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're a ghost.
Oh my God.
Isn't it weird?
Oh my God, it feels great.
I'm looking right through you at this other person. Returning to the show. She is so great. I'm very happy to see her every single time. Please say hello again to Shulie Cowen.
Hello, Paul.
Shulie, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You are still doing the improvised musical show.
Opening night, the
improvised musical with our friend Mark McConville. That happens at the I.O., the Improv Olympic, here in Los Angeles. Can you ever see a time where you forget how to improvise songs?
I can, and it scares me every week.
I think that improvising songs is the hardest thing in the world. To keep it going, I could start it. And I could probably get a rhyme out, and then it all falls apart.
But see, here's the difference between singing and talking when you're improvising.
I've been wondering what the difference is. Please.
If you're singing and you don't have anything to say, you can sort of la it for a while, and it goes okay. But if I'm talking and I run out of stuff to say and I just start going la, you think I'm a little cuckoo pajamas.
You literally saying la la la.
There are a lot of songs that have la sections.
Name 2.
Do, da.
Right.
And
with those sounds standing in for
yes.
the la la la. The equivalent
Obladi, oblada.
Sure. And those guys, now, here's what's terrible about that. Those people all had time to write words.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
They had so much time. No one was rushing them into the recording booth. They could have taken a little more time to write some lyrics.
You're right, because that was in the later period. It wasn't like the first albums where they had to record it all in a day.
Yeah. And I'll give the Police a pass on this one, because the theme of the song is, I can't quite come up with things to say because I'm so nervous around you because I love you so much.
That's a great point.
Obla di obla da. They're trying to make it like, it's a thing people say. Life goes on. No, you made it up.
Yeah.
Beatles.
And the life goes on they just took from that show with Corky.
Exactly. Anyway, good points all around. Sitting next to Shulie, obscured by this microphone stand. She has been on the show many times. She'll be on it many more times. Fingers crossed. We're all crossed our fingers. I don't know what she's doing. A weird clapping thing. But like you were trying to trap a moth.
I tried to cross all my fingers. Wow, I'm having a real problem with the difference between clap and cross. It happens to lots of people, I'm sure.
Today we're going to have a clap and cross drill, which we should have done before, but we were rushed into the recording studio, as we always are every single week. Anyway, speaking of week, guess what rhymes with that? Villepique? Jean Villepique.
Hi.
Jean, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you also have a musically themed improv show.
I do. Yeah, I perform Friday nights as well. So after you've seen Shulie, weeks after, you've taken it, and you've probably seen her show several times, come over to the UCB and come see Soundtrack, where we get, it used to be CDs from the audience, but now it's iDevices.
Right.
And we have a DJ who puts together like a soundtrack of music, and we improvise, and that's our suggestion.
Jean, we must also say Android devices are welcome. The Android community gets very upset if you exclude them from discussions.
They are officially in the discussion.
There we go.
I don't know the names of the devices, that's why I skirted it.
You use Apple and Android, that's all you need to
Okay.
know. But people do get the Android community
Is a
very
Zune?
vocal.
Is a Zune?
Zunes.
Android?
Are they still a thing? Hey, Zune users, we want to hear from you. If you're out there, Zune 1 for yes or Zune 2 for no. Now, do your shows happen at the same hour on Friday?
9:30?
9 o'clock.
Oh,
So we've got some overlap.
there's a little overlap. I was hoping that people could double dip. They could go to one and then rush over and go to the other. Because they're not that far apart geographically.
No, you could Uber in moments.
If you have an identical twin, you could split it.
And switch up in the middle, we wouldn't know
Exactly.
the difference.
Listen, if you want to go out on a date with two ladies, wait, what? What would be the scenario?
I'm listening. Except I got my 9:45 music show.
All right, you pile of assholes. Let's get into this. We're going to improvise a story based on a suggestion of a location from Bob. And while we tell this story, we will use sound effects to aid you in knowing where things are taking place. If things are happening at the same time, let's say one scene is going on, then we'll cut to another scene that's happening at the exact same time. You'll hear this cut to sound effect. We are in the same place in time. Right? Yes. If we're going into the past for any reason, someone's telling a story or having a memory, you'll hear this flashback sound. That's what that sounds like. Flashback. If we're going to return to the present day from a flashback or go even further into the future, you'll hear this flash forward sound effect. It's somewhat mysterious, like the future itself. Why am I explaining these things? Because people still don't get them. And it fills me with a white-hot rage. People are like, why don't you just say cut to? Because I don't like that. That's a thing that is done. I get it. Personally, I don't like it. And personally, I'm putting this whole goddamn thing together. And this is the way I like it. I do what I like. Let's have fun. All right, we have our suggestion from Bob Kerr. And that suggestion is very specific. Our location this time is Clown Cemetery. Clown Cemetery. We take you now to the aforementioned. Well, here we are. Another Sunday. Paying our respects. I know. Never gets any easier, does it, dear? Marjorie, why don't you put the flowers down? That'll probably help.
God bless you, Wrinkle Pants. God rest your soul.
I'm glad they put his real name on the tombstone. J. Wrinkle Pants. A weird clown name of the fire starter.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I don't miss him as a former lover. I miss him as a clown.
No, I get that. I feel the same way. That was a weird weekend.
Darling, what if you're next? What if this whole clown conundrum is going to rest upon our home.
You think we'll have a clownundrum?
We might.
Well, you know, I've been to the doctor.
Yes?
Yes.
What did he say?
Well, he said, crackers,
Yes.
I'm going to give it to you straight.
Thank God.
Your heart's too big.
Oh, darling, I always knew.
But, well, hold on. It was a joke heart.
Oh,
I guess that was a real, you had to be there situation. You're sweet to give me that polite laughter. But,
oh, sweetie, you will
he-
get laughter from me, even if it's fake. Always, always.
my dear Marjorie. But seriously, he said my cholesterol's all fucked up, so I got to do something about that immediately, like yesterday. And I haven't done it.
Are you trying to say that you only have a limited time on this earth, a limited time to be my loving, loving husband,
Well-
who's so open in a lot of ways?
We all have a limited time on this earth, Marjorie.
I know, but I always hoped I'd die first.
Yeah, me too.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Are you still grieving, or is this a tombstone up for public grief?
We're just about done grieving, I think, right, dear?
Yes, but please feel free to grieve with us.
Do you mind if our grieves overlap?
Well, I guess that's all right. I'm usually a private griever. But would anyone care for a cheese sandwich? I brought some with me. in
Oh,
case-
gimme!
Here you go.
Sweetheart.
What?
Your cholesterol.
Oh, that's right.
I will eat a cheese sandwich for him. I will take that bullet for you, darling.
Can I watch you eat it in a weird way?
You can watch me eat it. Stare at me like you're Snoopy pretending to be a vulture in that tree.
Exactly why I don't want to grieve with... Hey, I've seen you before.
Oh!
You look familiar.
My name is Crackers. That's my professional name.
He's the most famous clown on this side of the tri-state area.
Well, I am now because,
Wrinkle
Crackers the Clown. I saw you at the mayor's birthday.
Oh, yeah, that
1999.
that was quite a show.
Oh, this is my favorite type of cake. Chocolate. You've all come from so far and wide to wish me the happiest birthday. And I think with all these wonderful presents, there's only one thing that would make me the happiest mayor in all of this side of the Tri-County area.
Is it more votes, Mr. Mayor?
Shut the fuck up! Oh. No, it's a goddamn clown. It's always been a clown. And I see nobody did that for me. I guess I'll leave.
Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor.
What?
I suggest that you cut into your cake.
Well, I'm mad about there not being a clown. Why do I care about a cake?
Trust me, I think a cake will make you feel much better, Mr. Mayor.
Hand me that sword.
Here you are.
Well, there's some resistance here. I don't want to cut any further. Oh, shit! What? It's talking! It's a sentient clown!
Surprise, Mr. Bear. Hey, you feel like watching some clown antics?
I sure do.
How about this one? Oh, wait, there's more. There's also this. And big finish with this here.
Oh, my cholesterol!
Oh, no. He's having a cholesterol attack. Ooh. Mr. Bear?
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Bear?
Nope. I'm dead.
Oh, no, he told us. Well, straight from the mayor's mouth. That was weird. It was like a chicken after you cut off his head when he said, his corpse said, I'm dead.
But darling, don't you see that I'm afraid of that exact same thing happening to you? Maybe not with a cake, but cholesterol attack.
Well, I mean, it could happen. I could get hit by a bus walking down the street.
Just like Wrinkle Pants.
My husband got hit by a bus just walking down the street. I hope you're not making light of that.
Oh, no. Forgive me. What's your name?
Bernice.
Bernice.
My mother was going to call me Bernice, but she was humming when they got the birth certificate.
Now, were you born in a hospital that took gift certificates?
Home birth with a gift certificate. We lived in a sales area. We sold things from our home, so when the midwives went to get the birth certificate, they got a gift certificate. It was very complicated.
It sounds as such. Mernice, tell me, your husband, what did he do?
Well,
did you tell me already and I forgot?
No,
Okay,
no,
good.
I only told you he got hit by a bus, which is something people don't take seriously enough.
And not something that can be your job.
No, he was a rock and roll musician.
You don't say.
I did say he was a rock and roll musician, and his band was named The Streets.
The Streets.
You've heard of them.
Of course, we've all heard of the Streets.
I've driven them.
Well, dear, I think I
Yes.
don't know if that's what she means.
Oh,
You know how words can mean different things.
as like male and male?
Exactly, the perfect example.
Oh, it's a homonym.
That's right. Well, this one is spelled exactly the
It
same
means
way.
streets, but it's just their name.
Oh, the mean streets.
No.
Rock and rollers love the mean streets.
I love that movie.
You must be stricken with some real grief. You knew Wrinkle Pants a lot?
Yes, I went to middle school with Wrinkle Pants, and then
Middle school.
there was an experimental period in our marriage where he was quite integral.
You were married in the middle school?
No.
You don't. You seem to be just seizing on words immediately, but you're not really
That's right.
sticking around for the context.
Won't let go.
Grief will do that, I understand, Mernice.
Well, I'm sorry that you had a three-way with this man and
Oh, you do
lost
get
your
it.
friend
Okay.
in middle school.
No, it didn't happen. That was much later.
We were adults. But this is I'm ruining your grief with my sexcapades. We know that you must have known Wrinkle Pants as well.
He was an opening act for Streets.
Oh.
So people got to laugh and then dance all in one night of entertainment.
Now, Streets. They were a trio, right?
That's right. My husband and then two other musicians.
What did your husband play?
Oh, the drums.
The drums.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the front man, was he?
No, he was in the back, and then the guitar player and the singer were in the front.
Oh, the triangle of rock. How Wrinkle Pants loved it when musicians stood in a triangle.
So just so I'm clear, it was drums, guitar,
And me,
and who's this gentleman?
Les Claypool of Primus.
Oh, hello, Mr. Claypool. How do you do?
You're Crackers the Clown, are you not?
Well, yes.
Boom, pow.
What? Look, his percussive bass playing.
That slapping action.
That's right. Listen, you weren't wrong about the Streets liking a little laugh before they, get some music, and we're looking for someone to open up for our next hit concert. Top 10 charting concert.
Well,
Les Claypool.
I guess the Streets are out of the question because your husband was hit by a bus.
That's right. He
So they
passed
don't have
away.
they don't have a drummer. They're down to just the one instrument and vocals.
Yeah, that's right. They kind of just busk now.
The guitarist doesn't sing at all.
Look, there's a
No.
spot in the band, too, if you want.
Oh, what? In Primus?
Yeah,
It's every clown's dream to join Primus.
don't I know it? I'm Les Claypool.
Crackers, this could be the new lease on life you've been looking for.
Darling, I mean, but let me ask a question. Is there a lot of cholesterol-heavy foods involved
Hell
in
no.
touring with Primus?
Celery, licorice, and grapes.
Full stop?
That's it. The big three.
And that's in the rider.
That's in the rider, and that's on every tour bus and every venue. Les Claypool.
That's a lot of celery, licorice, and grapes.
I'm 68. Do I look it?
You look terrific.
I know.
You look terrific.
Smooth as summer chintz china.
What?
What?
Summer chintz china?
Yeah.
Is that like a Chinette dining plate?
That's the best kind of china there is.
I like that.
All right. Well, I'll remember that come bridal registry time.
I'm single. My husband's dead.
I'm single too. Les Claypool doesn't easily land the helicopter, you know what I mean?
I've lived the life of a musician's bride.
I like that. You know the game.
Oh, you too.
What's your name?
Mernice.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you because you were humming.
No, that's
What?
actually her name. Her name is Mernice.
Oh,
You get me.
you are musical by birth. I like that.
No one's ever said that to me, including my dead musical husband.
I'm going to say that to you every chance I get. Will you marry me?
I haven't even cried at this gravestone. Yes, I will marry you. This is the happiest day of my life.
This is wonderful. You're in my band. You're my wife. We need a roadie.
Oh, I would love to be a road.
She has a problem with words sometimes.
That's all right.
Let's celebrate by eating some nitrates.
You got a Slim Jim?
I got tons. Also, some raw hot dogs.
I have a purse full of pork cracklings.
Hold on, I got some news.
What's that?
We haven't even rehearsed, and our first show is tonight.
What?
Oh,
What are we going to do,
Land's
Primus?
sakes.
Less Claypool, more mud bath.
I'll map quest the address.
That's the tour name.
Well, what are we going to do, Les Claypool?
We gotta get to rehearsing.
All right. Do we need to rent like a space, one of those places that already has the instruments in it?
No, I got a cabana.
I'll get the 8 balls. I know how to do this.
Good work.
Sweetheart, all of the dreams you didn't know you had are coming true.
I know, it's weird. It's kind of a head trip.
Oh, sweetie.
Marjorie.
We've been wanting to take a trip for ages.
And now we're going to taking a trip on the tour bus of Primus.
Oh, they're a little cartoony, but I still love them.
What?
I know,
What?
nothing.
What?
Oh, she's just.
This is my life's work.
Sorry, I'm just parroting back a Rolling Stone article. Trying to look smart.
What? What? My manager hides all criticism from us.
No, she's saying it's like tunes you listen to in the car. Isn't that right?
What he said.
All right. Because there are 3 life jobs that'll get you killed. Navy SEAL, test pilot, and slap bassist. And so don't take it lightly, please.
All right.
I'm a clown's wife. I don't take anything lightly.
She's a clown's wife.
Les Claypool.
All right, let's get to that rehearsal space. Just polish off this little tiny Jack Link's nugget. And then oh
My
no!
heart!
Oh no!
I don't know if I'm gonna make it to rehearsal and then the eventual Primus tour. Oh no!
Someone call 191.
No,
Nine-
honey.
nine-
Yeah, we got all the right numbers, but
How does
119.
this work? The numbers are so small.
all I knew to do is play bass. I feel like a beloved mayor.
Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Is Crackers the Clown gonna fulfill his new destiny of jamming with Primus? Will he even live that long? Will the Les Claypool more Mudbath tour be a success? What about Marjorie? What about Mernice? Do you think they're going to become friends? We'll find out when Spontaneanation returns!
Hey, Dolores. Mitch, we've wandered into a strange winter dimension after going too far into a walk-in closet, so I'm curious if your topic of conversation will have anything to do with how to get home. Are you ready to get wet with the hottest new comedy of the summer, Wet Hot American Summer, First Day of Camp, a Netflix original series? Okay, so you don't even want to discuss the various talking animals we've encountered? Okay, tell me about the show. From the filmmakers that brought you the original cult classic comes the prequel to one of the most quoted films of a generation. You remember some of the famous lines. You taste like a burger. I don't like you anymore. I'm gonna go fondle my sweaters. I want you inside of me. I'm sorry, is Wet Hot American Summer really claiming to have invented that last one? Starring Amy Poehler, Bradley Cooper, Paul Rudd, Elizabeth Banks, Kristen Wiig, John Hamm, Molly Shannon, Janine Garofalo, Michael Ian Black, Michael Showalter, Christopher Maloney, Ken Marino, Joe Lo Truglio, Marguerite Moreau, H. John Benjamin, and David Hyde Pierce, and Jordan Peele, and so many more. How many more? Probably 6. They're younger, they're hotter, they're wetter. Wet Hot American Summer, First Day of Camp. All episodes available now, only on Netflix. Okay, I'll make a note of it. Now, let's ask this lion who's in charge around here.
Oh, where am I? The hospital.
It's my own personal hospital on Claypool Manor.
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks really homey, you know.
Yep, all the pools made of clay.
Okay.
All the soaking pools are made of clay.
All right. No one's challenging you on this.
Yeah, all right. Sorry.
I don't know. Feel like I let you down with my reaction.
I understand you're sick, but usually I get a better, sort of better response than
Okay,
that.
try me again. Try me again.
All the pools are made of clay.
What?
Fucking phoning it in.
Well,
I'm less Claypool,
oh, I know. This is very exciting for me.
How you feeling?
I feel a little better. I feel stabilized, but it's strange. I can't feel anything from the neck down.
Don't look.
What?
Don't look down. Just rest.
I'm trying to look down, but I can't really get my chin down. Let me try using my brain to tell my arms to move. No dice. What's going on here?
Crackers, I got a big admission to tell you.
Please call me Hellstorm, my given name.
Okay, Hellstorm. Old Lester Van Allen Claypool got a little hobby on the side.
What's that now?
Reanimation. I dug up the body of Wrinkle Pants.
What?
Firestarter.
Yeah.
Because your veins were like tree stumps. They were just calcified.
Sure.
I mean, it would have been easier to get blood to flow through your bones than your actual veins.
Right. Well, I ate a dozen eggs a day. Was that a bad idea? Not all of them were fried. Some of them were just hard-boiled.
Apples and oranges.
Ooh, what are those?
Well, that's what Wrinkle Pants would eat daily, and thereby he had a much healthier disposition or constitution or some shit like that.
I remember seeing Wrinkle Pants eating a bunch of fruit all the time. I remember there was this one show way back when, where right before the show he was eating a bunch of stuff.
Well, here we have some roast beef. There's some rolled up turkey. Let's see. We also have some fresh pressed orange juice.
I'll take all of those. Wrinkle Pants, what are you going to have?
I'd like them. Oh, sorry.
Hey, you shut up, Shorty. I'm asking Wrinkle Pants what he's going to have.
I'm sorry.
Wrinkle Pants, what are you going to have?
I'll just have maybe an apple or an orange. Something to shut up Shorty over here.
Yeah, Shorty, why are you always interrupting people?
Sorry, I'd like a turkey leg.
Turkey leg. Just because of the comical effect, because you're so small?
Yeah, I use it as a crutch.
Literally.
I gotta run.
He opens for me.
I'm so sorry. Of course, of course, we're thinking lunch meats. I don't know what we're so glad
You
to have you
weren't
here.
thinking. Isn't that right? You weren't thinking.
I'm sorry your pants got ironed. That was our mistake, and we're working on it right now.
You know what? For the amount that you're talking, I would suggest thinking. You're a very pretty girl with very lovely assets.
So, thank you.
That was a compliment. Do you
I'll
want to
just-
take it a different way than a compliment? Then that's your own head trip.
I'm learning a lot today.
Do you want to clown or do you want to clown around? There's a significant difference.
Ooh, he's really clown-slating.
I want to clown. I want to. I thought clowning, I would be learning juggling and stuff from you, but all I do is get water and fruit.
What you get is water and lunch meat. No one can juggle a lunch meat. Toss me an orange.
Here.
Yes, here we go. I'm juggling one. Some
I-
people call it tossing.
Get it? Oh, of course, lunch meat would stick to your hand and it's not round.
Not a Marx brother. Throw me an apple.
Here.
Thank you very much. I'm doing it with one hand. That is called juggling. If I do it with two hands, it's called tossing one thing in each hand.
I wish someday to do that.
You know what? You can. Heads up, chickie.
Ow! I should have got them.
And this is why there aren't as many women clowns.
That's right.
I'm not being prejudiced.
They're just not good at juggling.
Exactly.
They're just not good at juggling.
It's statistics.
Yes, it's like, man, there's plenty of, I know there's more male clowns, but it's because I think they're better at juggling.
Right, there's less male gymnasts.
That's
We're not
right.
complaining.
That's true.
And that's why you gotta have his body.
Because it's even dead, it's in better condition than my body?
That's right. But your brain is the spark that needs to reanimate that body, and the two of you together are gonna be a sort of super clown.
Okay, well, I don't seem to be able to make my body obey me.
That'll come in time. And remember, the show's tonight, so we gotta
Sorry.
speed this up.
Just have to rehabilitate my newly attached corpse
We have
body.
to teach your taste buds to appreciate fruit.
Oh. Do they?
Let's try it out. Here is a hibiscus flower fruit.
Hibiscus flower fruit. Well, of course, I've been offered it many, many times and always declined.
It's the most common of fruits.
All right, let me just see if I can
kind of clumsily raise my
Good.
new corpse arm.
Good.
Up to my mouth. I missed. Let me try it again.
Okay, here's a Tasmanian kiwi.
Oh.
These are a little bigger.
These are rare, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
the difference in weight is astonishing. Just try to get it up here. Whoa. I got a corner of it. Okay, let me
you
try
know what?
something
Here's
else.
a fruit roll-up. Maybe it'll just flap near your mouth, and
Oh,
you can
there
suck
we
it in
go.
with your tongue.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
That is good.
Huh? Not bad, huh?
Is this salmonberry?
How long have you guys been waiting in line for the Primus show?
Feels like forever.
I've been here for 3 days. My parents don't even know where I am.
I've only been here for 2 days.
Nice tents.
Thank you.
Last time the Primus got out, I pitched a tent, and I ain't left since.
Ew.
Yeah. At this point, I'm pretty rough.
You just been living in this tent since the last time Primus came to town?
That's right. I'm a big fan.
Is the Gatorade in that bottle or your pee?
I'd love to tell you one or the other, but at this point, it's a bit of both.
You must really love the band.
I
think
love
that's
electrolytes, is what I love.
Hot. That's hot.
All right, Marjorie, we got to just score. So when I roll the window down, you just let these guys know we need a couple 8 balls and I'll give you the money.
Okay, Bernice, but I just don't understand why we didn't just go to Toys R Us and buy as many 8 balls as we needed. I'll tell you later.
Oh, for the love. They're selling them there now?
Well, I think they always have. Hold
All
on.
right.
All right.
Oh, here's a couple
here's
of...
the
Okay, here we
fellow.
go.
Hi.
Hi. We'd like to tell the future with some 8 balls. We need how many? 4?
Yeah.
4 8 balls for a total of 30... 42. Hold on. How does that work?
Math is everywhere,
Are you a
Bernice.
cop?
That's what it
Are you a
No,
cop?
32 individual balls of 8.
Excuse me.
What?
Are you Les Claypool?
Yeah. Here's what I do. I like to get out and meet the fans, but I have to do it in secret the way a Roman emperor would to meet his soldiers.
That's why you're dressed in a cloak?
You bet. Here, free 8 balls.
Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you back at the...
So now the ladies are off getting 8 balls for the concert.
Yeah, and so am I. I can be in 2 places at once.
Oh, my word. What?
That's right.
Wait, do you have a twin brother?
However you want to see it is how it will be.
Well, honey, I'm so glad you sold me those 8 balls, and now we're getting married.
That's right, baby. I am all yours, devoted to you, no kind of side action going on.
Wait a minute, you had a freckle behind your ear this morning.
I took a shower.
You have removable freckles?
I do. I have temporary freckles. It's a Claypool genetic condition. Gone back all the way to the Edwardian Claypools.
I don't think I could trust you. I don't trust anything anymore.
Hey, let me hold you. Do
You're-
you love me or do you love my freckles?
I love rock and roll.
Now look, stare into my eyes and look how the pigment changes. They look like pools. What kind of pools? Tide pools? No.
Mud
clay
baths.
pools. That's right. The brown-eyed mud baths. The clay pools of the Claypool line. Look at them whirl around. Now just get sunk in them a little bit. I love you.
Well, those are very unusual vows the couple has written for themselves. But in light of that, I would like to now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now tongue kiss your bride.
Bow.
Marjorie, look. I'm walking around in Wrinkle's body.
Oh, darling.
Just
it's
in
as
time.
I always dreamed, your face on another man's body.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't be so fond of saying that all the time. It kind of hurt my feelings sometimes,
We
but
promised we'd always be honest.
yeah, I know. I guess I didn't realize it would be hurtful sometimes.
I tell you this because I respect you. In some ways, you're inadequate. Love you.
Thanks, Marjorie. Well, I guess we're ready. We're going to do this Primus concert.
Darling, you've never played an instrument in front of people before.
I sure haven't. Remember, my method was always I'd lock myself in the shower.
and play alone.
And I would play alone.
Only neighbors down the block could hear.
That's right. They were my unseen audience. But tonight, I'll be playing for an audience of thousands?
Excuse me. Did someone ask how many people come to a Primus concert?
Yes, Mr. Claypool.
Yes, Mr. Claypool.
It's hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little nervous. This is the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of.
Darling, your time has come. It's your turn to shine.
Yes. Cracker Pants finally will live on stage the way he always should have at a Primus concert.
It's true.
Now, let me just strap on my acoustic guitar and get ready to go out there as a member of Primus. Les, what's the protocol here? How do we go out?
There's no protocol. That's Primus's protocol. We don't play by the rules.
No prots?
No prots. Put on your no prots shirts, everyone. No prots.
Now, do I lie on the ground as the road and you walk over me?
Oh, I forgot she still doesn't know what roadie means.
Okay, listen, let me explain it to you real good. You're going to be responsible for pyrotechnics, all right? Those are going to be little fireworks that go off as soon as I finish,
What is she
start,
responsible
or
for?
get to the midpoint of a bass solo.
And what are those called again?
Pyrotechnics.
Spirotechnics?
That's right. They're invented by the late Vice President Spiro Agnew to get Richard Nixon elected, and that's how it was done.
I understand completely.
You're a stimmy?
Yes, mighty stimmy.
Good. So I'm going to give you this little remote button here.
Okay.
Make sure that we are at least 10 feet from the detonation points before pressing any of these.
So if I don't like what you're playing, I press the button and
No.
you play something different?
First of all, there's no way you're not going to like what we're playing. This is Les Claypool. Okay? I invented the 18th string.
Yeah, it's impossible not to like it.
Yeah. All right. Now, second thing
It's
is...
for everyone.
That's right. It's family rock.
All right. Did you know your last name is an adjective-noun combo?
The hell I didn't.
You could be a clown with a name like that. You're a natural.
That's true.
What?
Claypool the clown.
Yes. He jumps in pools and poops his pants.
Well, I do that anyway.
Hilarious.
The result is a mud bath.
Oh, my niece comes for the win.
I tell you what, Mr. Claypool, what do you think about this? Since we're all mixing things up in our lives, how about if I go out there and play the music with my wife Marjorie, our new friend Bernice, and you just do some straight-up clowning?
Well, let me answer that question with a question. Want to smell this flower?
Sure I do. How did you know? All right, guys, let's get out there and give them a Primus concert they'll never forget. Hello, Tri-County area. Are you ready to get Primused? All right, I love all of you. Oh, by the way, my name's Crackers. I'm a clown. This is my head. It's sewed to the reanimated corpse body of a deceased clown that I used to know, and we had a three-way one time, me and him and my wife. That's beside the point. Let's get ready to rock.
Hey, no prots!
No, none taken. All right. On drums, Marjorie, my wife.
Hi, everybody.
On guitar, our friend Bernice. She does. The only way she could play is by sounding out the notes that she's playing on the guitar. Her strings are too high on the fretboard. It's a problem. And me. You know, I'm doing what I do.
Good job, baby.
Thank you, Marjorie. And on clowning, Mr. Legendary Les Claypool. Perfect. There we go. Here comes our first song. It's called Candy Factory.
I waited in line for this long, and this is how it's going down.
Look, some people call me a Les Claypool apologist because I'm Les Claypool.
Wait a minute. How are you on stage
you
right
were-
now?
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Don't worry about it.
What's going on?
Les is everywhere and nowhere. Now listen, you're not listening right. If you don't like this music, you're not listening right. Listen to the notes between the notes.
I see. So it's our fault. I get it.
Yeah, but I mean literally listen to the notes between the notes, which is to say every other note, because every even note is shit and every odd note is great, and that's the secret to Primus.
Why don't you just write it so that every note is great?
What's your name?
Who, me?
Yeah.
My name's Tom.
Security?
What? Hey. Hey.
Get out of here.
All right, here we go. We're gonna rock and roll in a private sort of way. Everybody came from miles away. We got people out in tents waiting for that slappy bass. Right now I'm watching a clown ace. His name is Claypool. Les Claypool.
Working at the cannery factory, never play with picks. I use my own finger, then I eat me up a Twix. I'm Claypool. Claypool. Claypool.
Take it, Marjorie.
You guys should try going on vacation to New Hampshire. There's a nice B&B that we stayed in once, but the breakfast wasn't very good. Rock out!
She is just a roadie.
Yeah,
It's important
She's
to...
got a sort of autobiographical Don Henley style.
Find me on MapQuest.
Claypool. We are Primus. No refunds. Wow, they did it, you guys. They did it. What a journey. What a journey from the grave of their friend and colleague to rocking hundreds of thousands of people as Primus. Well, folks, it all happened in a little place called Spontaneanation. Matt, what would you like to tell the folks about? Where can they find you online?
Sorry, still coming out of Claypool.
It's hard, right? It's hard to shake it off.
Yeah. At this point, we will have launched Super Ego Forgotten Classics, part of the Howl Network, where we take...
Now, you've said that before, and I had to cut it out of an episode.
Oh, really?
That did happen.
Because
Brett can vouch.
it hasn't launched yet?
No, not yet. But now we're talking about the end of August. Surely it's launched by now. But please tell the people what it is.
We take a great work, as of now, a great work of literary history, but one that we have not read, any of us.
Right. None of us have read it.
We are given the character names, the first line and the last line, and we have to improvise what we think it will be. So we've tried Wuthering Heights, A Stranger in a Strange Land, and
The Red Badge of Courage.
The Red Badge of Courage.
And hopefully more. It's a lot of fun to do. Super Ego Forgotten Classics on the Howl Network. Anything else? Where can they find you online?
Matt Gourley at Twitter, Gourley, and Instagram, and that's good enough, I think.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry about those guys, Matt.
Yeah.
Shulie, where can people find you?
They can come see opening night, the improvised musical, every Friday at 9 p.m. at IO West, and then split their body in twain and go see Jean Villepique at UCB.
Jean can do her own plugs.
All right.
That's very nice of you. But the system breaks down, Shulie. We can't have it.
God, one at a time. Yes. All right, just see my thing.
And online, you're on Facebook. That's it.
I'm on the Facebook. If somebody wants to create a fake Twitter page for me, we can maybe get something started.
Dibs.
Call it The Real Shulie Cowen. So Matt Gourley, look for Matt Gourley's tribute Twitter account.
Parody account.
Parody account.
I like it.
And Jean Villepique, where can people find you online?
Villepique on Twitter and Instagram, I think. I just took my last name. That's all.
I can vouch for that. That's where they can find you.
Okay.
I've seen you in those
for
places.
myself there. That's it.
And soundtrack is every Friday.
9:30 UCB Franklin, where the bars are.
That's right.
Close to Sunset, where the weirdness is.
Oh, there's a little
Just
competition.
in the neighborhood, yeah.
There's a McDonald's and a Home Depot there, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
where the
Yeah,
Home
that's true.
Depot is.
Why don't you build yourself a McDonald's?
Or a bar.
Or a bar. Oh, I tell you what, if you go to UCB Sunset, enterprising audience members, get some materials at Home Depot, build a bar. Although you can get some stuff at UCB,
They have
right?
like a beautiful cafe
They do have
space.
a nice cafe.
Mhm, yeah.
But fuck that. We're talking about UCB Franklin.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah,
For Los Angeles purposes.
that's right. Where it all began.
That's where it all will end. Aha, that's a story
God.
for another time. That's right. I'm clairvoyant. Ladies and gentlemen, Eban Schletter is Eban Schletter on Twitter. EbanSchletter.com. Go there and you can find his albums, which you should buy because Eban Schletter is only the best. My plugs. Here we go, guys. No You Shut Up is on YouTube. It's on Hulu. Check it out. It's a funny, crazy show. People from this show and I are on this show. Why am I having such a hard time explaining this? It's a TV show that you can watch online. We should be returning in the fall. We have not yet gotten the official word that we've been picked up for a 4th season, even though everybody says, oh, it's going to happen. So it's very frustrating. Spontaneanation Live happens Saturday, September 12th at Largo at the Coronet. These shows are always fun. The live shows, it's like the show we do here, except we're up on our feet, we're walking around. We still are torturing each other with the sound effects. It's a lot of fun. So please do come out and see that. Tickets can be found at paulftompkins.com/live. If you like the podcast, please do rate us on various podcast platforms. It helps people find the show. It helps people choose to listen to the show if they see that people have said positive things. Here's the thing you can work into your review if you're looking for some review words. Why don't you say things like, you know what? Before I started listening to this podcast, I think I was dumb. Now, I think I'm pretty smart. There you go. Work that in there somewhere. If you would like to help out the show, you can donate to the show on Earwolf's Spontaneanation page. That helps Earwolf know that people like the show, and it also helps Earwolf keep going so that I can continue to do the show. Thank you very much to Earwolf for hosting us. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting us. I'm adorable. I'm a little baby. Thank you to engineer Brett for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Thank you all for listening. Goodbye forever. Until next week. Semper in Presenti! Again, we'd like to thank MeUndies. Why wear underwear that rides up constantly and really aren't all that comfortable? Treat yourself to the most comfortable underwear you will ever wear. They fit perfectly, they don't ride up on you, and they literally pull moisture away from your skin so you stay cool. And now MeUndies isn't just for you guys. They just launched their All of Me women's collection, a 4-piece line of undies designed specifically for the female body and all of its complex, gorgeous as hell glory. Go to MeUndies.com/PFT and get 20% off your first order and free shipping. Save even more when you buy a pack of them. They guarantee you're going to be happy with them or your first pair is free. Once you feel MeUndies on your body, you're never going back.
Merry Christmas! Blah. I'm Ho-Ho, the naughty elf, and I know it's not Christmas, so I don't give a shit. I live at the North Pole where I have to make dumb toys for shitty kids and it makes me wish I could kill myself, but I'm immortal! See you forever. The only thing that keeps me going is my favorite podcast with special guest Lauren Lapkus. Oh, it's so good, I love it, I want to marry it. Every week's like a whole new show where a different comedian is the host and Lauren is the guest. It makes me so excited I want to kill a cat and skin its bones and eat them for dinner. Yum. Anyways, listen to this clip.
Your gaze is so judgmental.
No. Inside, you have a perfect body. You just don't take care of it. If we could just carve you out of there, we'd have a perfect statue. But you down those flaming hot Cheetos and
So
don't.
good.
They're disgusting.
So good.
You talk about my tan hands. Well, you have red fingers.
That's the sign of a true snacker.
Did you like that? Did ya? You'd better like it or this year Santa's coming down your chimney and dumping coal over your dumbass house. I can make him do that. Check out with special guest Lauren Lapkus today at earwolf.com on Howl or your favorite podcast app, you dumb little butthole. Ho-ho!
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich, Scott Ackerman, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com. The wolf dead.